Hey, 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 hey! It's Sunday night, live. Good evening, everybody. How are we? I was just looking at the comments here, and Aero Dion Thorn is saying, the music of the weekend end. Yeah, that's always the thing about Sunday nights. I mean, there was always some decent TV on a Sunday night, but you know what? It was always depressing because you knew you were going back to work, or in my case, school, back in the 80s. Yeah, I'm like songs of praise. At least I'm a traditional thing. I mean, it's a Sunday night. Good evening, Adam. Good evening, everybody, by the way. I mean, it's I don't know. Somebody made a nice comment on the Friday Waffle a couple of weeks ago saying how it's tradition. And I do understand that, because in these kind of days of where everything's, you know, nothing's the way it should be, shops are closed, you can't do anything at all, it's always nice when there's a few things that haven't really changed. And I suppose technically my game playing skills haven't changed at all. So anyway, listen, I've actually thanks to Colin, is Colin in tonight? I think I saw Mr. Jones. Yeah, thanks to Colin, he's pulled together a little what do you call it, list of Amiga games. So I'm just going to batter straight in. I'm just going to quickly see who's in tonight. We've got Adam, we've got Panther, Mr. Flanagan, Mr. Hunter, Mr. Thorne, Colin Jones, Mr. Swinbuckle, good evening. Christian, good evening. Brian, how you doing, mate? We've got Gordon Blue, and we've got Mr. Bachelor, so good stuff. Right, anyway, what I've done is, if there's any other games you want to see in this, stick it in the comments down below, and I'll try and add it to the list. I think, let me have a quick look what I've done is I've just popped them across to Excel. We've got 20 games. Now, what I've done is I've put them in alphabetical order because the way they were ordered was basically, it means Panther would get all his 5 games. So I've just put them in alphabetical order, so they're kind of randomy. So the first one, Bill, before I get started, how are we all? Did you all have a nice weekend? I've just been playing. Evening, Dave. What have I been playing? I got that new Raspberry Pi and I managed to acquire a 256 gig. Can you imagine downloading 256 gig 20 years ago? I mean, even just downloading an MP3 would take you 3 hours on dial-up. Just mental. Yes, I've been absolutely tanking it. Yesterday was brilliant. What happened, Adam? Would you care to share it with everybody? Oh yeah. How can we miss that? Yeah, Mr. Trump. Good evening, Catherine. How are we? Mr. Trump. You know what? I don't really get involved in politics, but I've got to say, I'm absolutely delighted to see that insufferable man disappear. Well, the thing is, he's not going to disappear, but he was just an absolute horrible individual, you know. So yeah, that was good. Hopefully things are going to improve. If Mr. Biden can get rid of COVID-19, then fantastic. But maybe that's too much to ask. Anyway, right, what am I going to do? We're going to start off with 1943. Now, hopefully what I'll need to do first is shrink my little image down a wee bit. It's going to have to be extra small because, hang on, there we go. That's a wee bit totty. Yeah, the orange liar has gone. I thought you were talking about me there, Catherine, when I was shrinking myself. Right, anyway, let's kick things off. 1943. Now, I've always preferred 1942 just because I'm more of a purist. I don't like the whole energy thing. I prefer my deaths to be instant rather than having energy. Because the problem with energy is you think, oh, I'm doing really well, and what you don't realise is you've actually been getting hit constantly. Hang on, I'm just going to move this a wee bit. I'm going to move everything up here and move that up there. Yeah, I'm just old school, Adam. I prefer, you know, the thing is, it's like I said, when you play a game that's got energy, you think you're doing really well, and then you realise that your energy's minute. Whereas when it's a one-hit death, then if you haven't died, then you know you're doing all right. Right, let's get going. F1 one player. Fire to start. No, hang on a second. It helps if you turn the joystick on. I might have to reset it actually. Because, yeah, I'm going to have to reset this. Just 2 ticks. Good evening, Neil. Probe software. Yeah, were they a bit pants? I can't actually remember. Are you not a fan of these kind of energy type ones, Dave? Oh, sorry, yeah, I should do that. Hang on a second. This is 1943, and this was chosen by Ponder. Whoops, a daisy, hang on. Excuse me. So in your guys' opinion, I always 1942 every time. There's 1943, is there not 1941, 1944 I think as well? It's just as well Dave, Charlie Farr doesn't do these, good evening Scott. Yeah, it's just as well he doesn't do these live streams because it would literally be one game. That's the bonus with me being pish at games. You get to see quite a lot. You might not get to see much of the game, but you will get to see quite a lot of games. Ah, good shout, Banshee. Yeah, we'll try and add that one on. Bloody hell. That background kind of makes you a wee bit cross-eyed. I mean, it's not bad. I can't really compare it because I've never really played the arcade version of this. Scrolling's nice. Oops. yeah, I believe that, Dave. You're just far too modest. I found that I've been absolutely caning the arcade cabinet over the weekend, and I found a kind of weird problem. Yeah, by the way, I'm trying to think what was going to say there. The version of MAME I'm using, it doesn't save high scores, but it does do the save state thing, which is kind of the next best thing. So I'm quite happy with that. I noticed when I was playing Gyrus, the sound effects were a lot louder than the music. You could hardly hear the music, which I thought was a bit strange. Don't know why that was. And I'll tell you another thing that I'm not keen on modern shoot-em-ups. I like to have to earn my my power-ups. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, I like to have to earn them. This kind of just gifting you power-ups instantly. I don't like that. Oops, right, we'll have another quick go since some... Yeah, Milfy, you know what? I share your pain. The fireworks have still been going off tonight. It's now the 8th of November. What's that all about? But I think, yeah, this never got, 1942 never got released for the 16-bit machines. I think I would have been quite happy with this, to be fair. It just kind of feels like it lacks sort of like, what do you call it? You can't really hammer the fire button. The buttons are really limited, or not the buttons, but the actual firepower is really limited. I dare say that's because you need to pick up additional power-ups. I mean, it's nice, the scrolling's lovely. I don't think there's anything wrong with this at all. Oh, sorry, Christian. I thought you were commenting my game skills here being impressive. Yeah, you're talking about Dave. Evening, Del boy. Ah, now we're talking. Out to lunch. Yep, I'll try and remember to add that on. If well, in fact, can somebody maybe just remind me, please, these games to add on the list? That was a bit easy. Or was that not one of the bad guys? I'm assuming that wasn't one of the sort of end of level baddies. So what other shoot 'em ups would you say are worth playing in the Amiga? I mean, R-Type was a good conversion. Obviously, it goes without saying you've got Hybris, which we will be playing later on. What else? Project X was technically lovely, but it was just too damn difficult. Or at least I found it far too difficult. Data Store, I'll need to try that one, yeah. Right, I think we'll put this off. We don't normally end a game because it's normally we end a game when I'm playing it because I'm rubbish, but I think yeah, let's stick something else on. That's 1943. Nice conversion, not my kind of favourite shoot, but like I said, I'm more a 1942 guy, so like what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to delete that actually. Right, well what I'll do is, we'll put in out to lunch. Let me just sort that just now. Out to lunch. And that's Catherine. Data Storm, I've not got Data Storm, that's Data Storm. And that's Sir Lands. Was there a couple other games I think? Did anyone else mention any other games? Just when I've got the Silkworm, yeah, we'll go for that. Silkworm. And that's by Ben. Deluxe Galaga. I'll see if I've got that, Jason. Deluxe Galaga. There we go. Catechus, yeah, let's stick that in the list. I'm curious that they're all, sorry, they are all shoot 'em ups because I was asking you what other good ones there are. Catechus, Viper, yeah, we'll stick that on the list as well. That's Sir Lands. Right, we've probably got plenty enough games. Viper. Viper that was by Milfit. Right, and Paul's telling us under no circumstances play Fire Blaster. Well, that's now going in the list because you've just piqued my interest. Right, that'll do, I think. Just hold on to your suggestions because I think we've got plenty. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete that line and then I'm going to sort all them in alphabetical order again. Sort A to Z. Right, there we go. Right, we've got 27 games. I don't see us getting through all these, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. Right, next is, hang on a second, somebody just texts me. Who's that? Oh, wait, hang on a little second. My daughter has just texted me a picture. Oh, wow. I'm going to let you see this. My daughter's, I bought her some cake mix. And she wanted these pens to do like fancy icing. I'm just going to actually let you see this because that is... I'm going to enlarge myself a wee bit. There you go. That's what she's done. She's just done a cake and she's drawn that on the cake. As you can probably tell, she's right into her manga. She's right into cosplay. That looks really, really nice. Yeah, hang on a second. I'll just tell. Lovely. Just showing on my YouTube channel. Right, anyway, enough of what do you call it, manga cakes and whatnot. Right, what was the next one? The next one was Apocalypse by Flandau. Is Flandau into this evening? Now, if it's not in this list, I can't really play it. I've got Game Base and another thing, but it doesn't work particularly well. So anyway, like, it doesn't matter. We've got, I think, this basically has every is it hard drive image. Alright, hang on a wee second. I just need to shrink myself down again. Right, you come over here. Wait a wee minute. Dunk. There we go. Ah, right, Craig. Sorry, mate. You know what? There's that many different names. Don't think I've ever played this before. Oh, wait a minute. I've seen. You know what? Wow, this is impressive. I've seen this. I've never actually played it. So is it basically Choplifter? Wow. I mean, graphically wise, this is. Right, what's the idea of the game, guys? If somebody can maybe explain what the idea of the game is. This is one pretty looking game. Is it Choplifter, per chance? And if somebody can maybe explain the keys. So, I presume we've got to kind of blast open the huts. And then do we then pick, like, where's the wee guys? Right, okay, so we want to land here, I presume. So that is impressive looking though. The sound and the graphics are really nice. I'm assuming this came out a bit kind of later on, because I'd probably moved on to the PC at that point. I'm not sure how many colours it had, Ian. I mean, I think in, was it hold and modify mode or something, you could have, was it 4,096 colours or something? I don't know how many. Oh, you sod, did I just get killed with the wee baddies? Yeah, I remember, what do you call it, Walker. Technically it was a really nice game, but there wasn't much of a game actually, I didn't think. What is shooting me, by the way? Is it some of you guys? Oh, God. You're just missing a bit of Bob Dylan music there, I think, or a bit of Bad Company or Free or something to accompany the helicopter. Take that, you sods. I'm surprised nobody's picked Cannon Fodder. I'm actually tempted to give that a go. Again, it was a game that I really wanted to play, but I think I just got distracted with other stuff. Yeah, sorry, Whack, you're absolutely right. Yeah, a bit of the doors. I'm assuming there's different weapons in that as well. I mean, you can see there rockets and that kind of stuff. I particularly like the sound though, that is impressive. Right, you can't fire when you're you can't fire when you're basically facing the screen. I mean, look at the attention to detail. There's a lot looking at Buddha guy down there as well. Oh, a game we should play as well, I've not got enough time, is First Samurai. That was always really nice as well. Right, why have I not got any score? Is there a reason I have no score? Ah, right, okay, I'm assuming all the wee guys were killed. Right. Right, now what? Quick, get in, boys. Let's go and dump them back again and hopefully get some score. But yeah, very impressive. Does anybody actually know when this game came out? I'm assuming it must have been a kind of later game. I don't recall seeing this. I would have definitely remembered this game had I had it back in the day. Right, where do we go now? We can't appear to have. You go up or down or. Ah, right. We've got different levels. Right. Okay. 1991. I'm trying to think now, did I still have my... I think I still had my Amiga at that point now. I'm assuming that's going to kill me. Oh, balls. Nice, that is a nice game, really is. Right, okay, that's whatever that was called, I can't remember. That was called Apocalypse. Right, we'll take that one out. Right, next one is one of my choices. And you'll see where it is in a second. Arkanoid by Discovery Software. Arkanoid came out, it was released by Imagine, I think it was, this ocean version of Imagine, but it didn't come out in Amiga for some reason. I did enjoy the Atari ST version of this, but I always thought that the Amiga one was just that wee bit nicer looking. This game really has to. It really has to. No, I don't want to start on level 1. I don't want to start on level 20. I was going to say, you really have to play this game with a proper spinner. I've been lucky enough to play it at Arcade Club, and it wasn't Arcade Club. It was where did I play it about? Play Blackpool. It's a nice conversion in C64, but it's just too damn difficult in my opinion. Nice. So, 1, Probably the C64 ones, you very rarely got any lasers. Evening, Steve. How are you, son? I hope you're okay, mate. I couldn't even imagine playing. I couldn't even imagine. In fact, just out of curiosity, Dave, what's your highest score on this? Or more importantly, what level can you get to? I can't imagine playing this when it starts getting fast. That would just be insane. I'm sure Catherine is perfectly, she's well at home in this channel. If you come into this channel, you know there's a bit of fruity language from time to time, but it's all in good taste, that's the difference. Damn it. Can anybody tell me where is the best place to get games for the Spectrum Next? I'll be honest with you, as much as I think the Spectrum Next is an awesome bit of kit, I am hardly using it. I really am. I'm hardly using it. I couldn't even tell you the last time I had it switched on. I think the problem with me is I'm not a programmer, so I'm never ever going to use it for programming. I need to, for any computer, I've got to have games readily available. Now, you know, I can play Spectrum games on other machines, but if anyone can tell me where the best place to get Spectrum Next games is, then that would be wonderful. You know, just demos and free games and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's I'll be honest, over the last, I have been selling off quite a bit of my collection, stuff that I never ever use, you know, like disk drives and that kind of stuff. You know, I'm all about I'm quite happy to play games using SD cards and ROMs and that kind of stuff, but I'm now starting to think about getting rid of stuff that, you know, like my Atari 800 and, you know, because here's the thing, I never ever use them. And what is the point of having hardware, not even just hardware, what's the point of having anything that sits never getting used? And that's where I am with a lot of my stuff, and I'm now starting to think, you know, I would be better off getting rid of stuff that I never ever use. I mean, people say, oh, don't get rid of things because you'll just regret it. But here's the thing, I do own you know, an original Atari. It was a computer close to my heart just because that was the first sort of computer I ever really saw. But I don't do anything with it, and it's a lot of money to be kind of sitting in a cupboard doing absolutely nothing. And the thing is, when I bought my new MAME cab, it was £500. That's what I paid for it. I don't mind telling you that. £380 was what you call it, was raised from me selling bits of hardware. You know, I'd much rather use the money when I can than just having it sitting in a cupboard. I don't know. Selling my Pandora, you know what? I don't think I would, Del. The Pandora is a lovely little machine. I don't think I would, because I do actually play that. Pound for pound, it's probably still my favourite sort of mobile emulation thing, because the GPD, whilst it is really nice, it is ridiculously, you know, it's unreliable, as I know to my cost. I mean, the first one I had, it just wouldn't switch on, and I contacted customer services, and customer services in Japan, certainly in my experience, is a waste of time. So, oh, get that. So yeah, I don't know. I would love to keep all that stuff, but what's the point of keeping it? Oh, arse. When you don't do anything with it. I just don't see the point of it. This is going to be fun. When this starts speeding up, it's going to be impossible like now. Sorry, Steve. I've only got the one BBC, and I'm not going to get rid of stuff that I use. I do use the BBC. The thing is, I've got an Atari. What have I got? I've got an Atari 130. Is it XC? I think it is, which has got 128K. So that basically plays. That plays all my. That plays all the BBC stuff. That plays all the Atari stuff. But I do only have the one BBC. I did see a post about it. I didn't actually realise that retro stuff was kind of going up in price. But I've got stuff like that. I've got stuff like, what do you call it, that? The Sword M5. I mean, it's an obscure Japanese computer. But I never use it. The only time I've taken it out of its box was twice, and that was to make a video. You know, it's just. I think if I had it kind of sitting on a desk and I had stuff for it, then it might be different. But I really don't see the point of it. I forgot about that, Ian. I forgot that you used to have a Pandora as well. Right, we really want a laser for this one. Yeah, I tend to laugh when I lose a life because at the end of the day, it happens quite a lot. And I think I'd end up just getting depressed if I threw my toys out the pram. I always thought that was so cool having a Space Invader, because when this game came out, Space Invaders, it was like it was an old game, it was an antique. Nobody played Space Invaders. MAME wasn't a thing when this game came out. It was just like a wee nod to the past when this thing came out. This is actually, I wouldn't say it's easy, Catherine, but it's certainly easier than, say, the Commodore 64 one, because trying to play Arkanoid with a joystick is just, you know, it's hopeless, absolutely hopeless. Don't worry, I'll not be alive for much longer now, especially now the fact that it's just getting a bit frisky. Come on, give us a laser. We need lasers, god damn it. Nice. I've not had much of a chance. I mean, I mentioned just when I started the stream, I did download a 256 gig image for it, and I was kind of playing that earlier on, and it's lovely. It's really nice. Really, Dale? It's been delayed. That's a bit strange. Who did you order it from? This is my last live, so I'll not be here for much longer. Ah, there's fireworks going off again. Come on, give me a laser, please. Right, that yellow one must better be a laser. Please make it a laser. Ah, twat. Right, anyway, yeah, lovely. Right, let's just put in anything. Lovely game. Lovely. Monkey. Right. Where are we? What are we doing now? Let's just have a quick look. I like to always see how many we've got in. 30 viewers. Oh no, hang on a sec. How come it says concurrent viewers 30? Yeah, it's saying 42. Don't know what that means. I assume it must be 42, hopefully. I noticed my Friday Waffle got a thumbs down within about 5 minutes of going live. Bizarre. Anyway, right, enough of my moaning. That was Arkanoid. Next one by Panther is Barbarian. Or I think it was also called Death Sword. Panther. Why am I typing Panther? I should be typing Barbarian. Barbarian, the ultimate warrior. Now, I think I did mention, if I haven't mentioned, I'm going to mention it again. Like everybody else, I'm getting really fed up of these stupid adverts. Somebody on videos, somebody commented on one of my videos, he says within, I think it was like 30 seconds, there was another advert. Now, trust me, that is not, I am not picking that. YouTube changed their sort of default settings a couple of months ago. And what you've got to do is you've got to render the video and then you've got to wait for it to render in non-SD or something and then you can go in and change it. But you know what? I'm just demonetizing my videos because I don't want all these stupid adverts. It really annoys me. Right, you know what, Dave? I don't need I've got no use for a Pi 400. Don't need it, but I've bought one. I assume, oh, is it? It's the other one. Ah, right, okay, right. So it's the one that we used to play. This was one of the first games that I ever played. Right, there we go. Yeah, thanks to Sir Lance. I think within about, I don't know, about 5 minutes of him posting it on my Facebook page, I'd gone and ordered one. It is so bad. They could have really made this game, they could have made it really nice. Oh, sorry Craig, have you got it? Have you running it? Are you playing it for games or are you using it for an actual computer? What was I going to say here? Yeah, this game, if they just made it joystick controls and made it non-jerky, it would have actually been quite a nice little game. I always remember seeing that screenshot in a magazine and going from the C64 and seeing something like that, it just looked absolutely stunning. Right, this is an absolute car crasher game. Press any key to begin quest. Now, I think you can... Yeah, now wait a wee minute. Right, so I can do the attacking with the joystick. So that's... Oh, that's stop. Come on. That is just absolutely awful. Oh, come on. That is just absolutely impossible. Right, you know what? Apparently I've completed 1% by just walking off the screen. I'm just going to try and use the mouse. Right, walk to there, stop. Come on. See, the graphics are actually quite nice. That's the thing about this game. Right, Hey! Right, okay. Now it's like Rick Dangerous, you've basically got to know when to jump and what have you. Now you need to pause here and then jump. Because there's a rock that falls in your head. Now what is jump again? I can't remember. Is it that? Oh, that was lucky. Look at it scrolling, it's absolutely diabolical. Oh, balls. Yeah, it's an absolute travesty, it really is. Oh, come on. Good evening, Mr. L, how are you? Yeah, you've just come along at the worst game ever. Deary me, right, let's give it another go. I'm sure I played this, I think I played this in a stream previously and actually did not too bad, but it's just, it looks lovely, but it is utterly broken, it really is. There's such a massive delay between pressing a button and it actually doing anything. Come on. So you really need to anticipate that that bear's going to come like so. There we go. Right, stop it. Oh, come on, dearie me. Right, let me just, I can't even kill that horrible thing. What I need to do is get past that. Like so. And then what we want to do is try and pick up. How do you pick up again? How do you pick up? Oh, that's, no, it's not that one. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't go running off. Go back the way. That's the thing, the graphics were really, really nice. Oh, away you go. Right, that's flee. We don't want to flee. Hi, Irma, how are we? Is it space to do the... Ah, there we go, right. Yeah. Right, so we want to press space again, and then what we want to do is... Do we want to run down here, possibly? Ah, that's not too bad. You can actually run. Even in Arvik, and then you can, yeah, you can run, and then you can be kind of clicking so that when you get to the ladder, it'll automatically go down. Right, wait a minute, I need to arm my sword, so... Is it that? And then up. That. Alright, okay, a square within a square is obviously going to be arm. Arm yourself. I mean, why would it not be? Right, come on. Come on. Come on. Right, what's in the next screen? Right, we just know that that's going to collapse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do run. And then we're going to try and jump. Like so. There we go. Oh, that stone thing is going to... Oh, I can't get down that way, can I? See, the baddies are actually really well drawn. Right. Now stop, 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 stop. Right, we're not going to bother. We're not... Yeah, it is. You know what, Mark? It is. It's very, very similar to... it's like Dragon's Lair. You've got to kind of anticipate ahead of time. It's more like just a... I can't remember what it's called. An action event game. Right, we're just going to go down here. We're not going to bother trying to get that arrow because that rock thing jumps at you. Now, I think there's a vampire. No, there's not a vampire here. Right, okay. Oh, there's a bloody guy that shoots you with arrows. How can you possibly avoid that? I mean, seriously. Right, so what I want to try and do here, I think, is run and then jump. Right, I think this is probably about the furthest I've ever got in this game in my entire life. That's exactly what I asked him, yeah. No, don't fall off. Bloody hell. Yeah, I think I would tend to agree with you, Colin. It's never normally get this far. As I said, it's because of the graphics. The graphics are lovely. I would want to play the game. Stop. But it's just that, as I say, the controls are absolutely broken. I'm going to just attack because I'm convinced. There we go. There's a bit of buffering goes on as well. You click the mouse button a few times and it just continues to... Oh! Oh, get! Oh, away you go! 16%! Ding dang do! Right, that was... What was that? That was Barbarian. Ah, cannon fodder. We have got cannon fodder. Right. Right, we've only done about 4 games. We're not going to get through them all, but anyway, let's just crack on. Cannon fodder, C-A-N-N-O-N. It helps if you actually type in C-A-N-N-O-N. There we go, cannon fodder. No, trust me, Dave, I've never normally played that game for that length of time. It's only because it was a request. Hang on a little second, I just want to have a quick squint to see how many we've got in. 47 people, lovely. Again, if there's anybody that, anyone that's watching this that doesn't normally talk, just put your head up and just say hello. You know what, the software industry absolutely needs guys like Sensible Software. They were just, I just thought they were brilliant. Too much fun. That's very true, Jason, actually. How you doing there, Hendy? Hope you're all right, son. Richard Joseph, eh? They never took themselves, good stuff, mate. They never took themselves too seriously, and they put out absolutely awesome games. Norman Wisdom. Right, anyway, that is definitely worth watching. Yeah, Richard Joseph, he passed away, I don't know, quite a few years ago, I think, eh? I get the feeling Sensible Software must have been a really, really fun place to work. I've got another sort of Vietnam themed game tonight. Hang on a wee second, I'll just I'll turn the sound up a wee bit. Just try to remember, so yeah, left moves and right fire button does the movement. No, sorry, right fire button does the shooting. That chopper has no tail. I didn't notice it. Oh, I think you might be right actually. Yeah, when it appeared earlier on, Ian. I don't think it did. Now, were there other controls in this game? I can't actually remember. You know what? As much as I like this game, I never really played it much. I got quite confused. Hey Bob. It kind of reminds me of like a game like Red Alert or Command and Conquer, but obviously kind of real time. I think you can go in the water, can't you? I'm sure you can. Yeah, you move slower as well. .3D version of this, really, Craig? I didn't even know there was. I didn't realise it got ported to anything else. It didn't even come out on any of the consoles, did it? Ah, Jagger, you're right, Mark, yeah. But I think what we'll do is we'll play one more level if we can. Aye, something rings a bell, Milfy, that you could. Ah, and I've just lost somebody. How could you do that again? I can't remember. Was there I didn't even realise there was a Cannon Fodder 3, Dave. Ah, right, 2 buttons together, thank you. Ah, right, okay, so you could do... I'm not quite sure, actually. Right, tell you what, I want to get through the games because that's an hour in. That's Cannon Fodder. Lovely game. Right, where are we? Let me just have a wee drink of my tea. And then, yeah, he did. Stuart Campbell, he did the levels for the second one. Right, what we're looking for? That was right, sorry Steve, you know what, I'll load it up, but I didn't actually know how to play it. I'm going to let you see Carrier Command. It's a game I never ever played. So I'm not going to spend too long, but what we will do is we'll load it up anyway, just to have a wee look at it. Again, because it was kind of a strategy game, I was just as thick as mince. But it was a game I always remember seeing. Just seen these, the bit at the start when you kind of take off. It just looked... I mean, that does look impressive. And that was impressive for, what, I don't know, 1990, 89, something like that. PC version of Carrier Command coming out in the next few weeks, really? Didn't know that. Right, what should I do? Right, I'll do an action game. Because I don't know anything about this game. I just remember doing a little takeoff. How do you move forward? I can't remember. Yeah, this little bit here, seeing the thing rising, I think it was this bit, I always thought was really, is it this bit here? Yeah, that just looked amazing. And then you can take off. This was so impressive. I don't really know anything else about this game. Manta 1 is not. Medusa is now an enemy island. Power Drome. That was one of Lacosa's favourite games because he actually figured out how to play it. It does look a really, really nice... it does look like a nice game, but it was just so difficult. Just use the joystick, right? You know what? I think because I've got one of these wireless Xbox 360 controllers that's switched off, so I'd really need to. I would need to restart it. Anyway, yeah, that's. I mean, it's again. Sorry, Steve. I can't really play the game, but it is a nice game. I always remember kind of looking at my pals with envy when they played it because they could actually figure it out. And some things I've never actually changed. I still don't have any patience for games that require even a modicum of figuring stuff out. So that was Carrier Command. That was by Steve. Right, next, oh dearie me, this is another one by Panther, and it's Chubby Gristle. And the only thing I remember this game for was it had speech. There we go. I can't remember. What was it? You can't bark here. You can't bark here. I think this was a rather pants platform game.
You
Hey, you can't park here. Right, I have absolutely no idea what I'm trying to do here. It's funny how some of these things just stick in your memory. That's the only thing I remember about this game. Collect flashes. Ah, right, okay. Right, so it's basically... it's Manic Miner. You know, to be fair, there's nothing really wrong with a game like this. I mean, it's kind of money on the run. Is that him pulling his trousers down or something? That is, there's nothing intrinsically wrong with this. I mean, it's not any better or any worse than any of these other games. A charity streamathon, huh? Really? I didn't realise that. You can't park here. I've not got a clue what that baddie thing is. I'm trying to place the accent. Is that a Sunderland accent possibly, Ox? I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna die if I fall in these, aren't I? Really? Is that Kim Justice has raised almost £5,000? Fair play her. Good stuff if it is, yeah, wow. Nice to see some of the YouTubers actually giving back. Because it always annoys me when I see some tubers just taking all the time, but you know what? Nice to see that. Well done, Kim. So who's actually... It's been going on since Friday. Well, that's the difference between somebody who's not doing it full time and somebody who it's their job. I would absolutely love to be able to do YouTube full time, but you know what? I need a job, hence the reason I've got to kind of do other stuff. Anyway, that's Chubby Gristle. You can't park here. Right. Alright, so who's been taking part? Who's actually running it? Is it Retro and Lim that's been doing it? Out of curiosity. I've not even seen that. I wasn't even aware of it. I mean, I've not watched any yeah, you know what, for our own little community we raised £1,000, so you know what? That says it all. Right. I'm assuming, Colin, it's all the usual YouTubers. That's the thing that annoys me about some of these things. It's the same people they pick over and over and over and over again. You'd think that there was only I don't know, 5 people that make YouTube content, retro YouTube content. There's a lot of other people. There's plenty of other good channels, and they never get a chance. You know, so Insanity Fight. Well, you know what, right, since you've just mentioned it, Mark, let's go for it. Insanity Fight. You can't park here, monkey. Right, anyway, let's get going. I've lost the plot. Does anybody know why Donald Trump can no longer go into the White House? It's forbidden. Now, if there was a tumbleweed thing, I would have it. It's forbidden. Yeah, okay. Well, you've seen it as well, Colin. Did anybody see the video? I don't know what it was for. Was basically Donald Trump was having an absolute meltdown. He was like in a kid's nursery, and they're telling him, "Come on, Donald, you need to leave, you need to leave," and he's having this absolute meltdown. It was funny as anything. I don't know who did it. Ah, Forbidden Forest, fantastic. Yeah, we need to have a President Puns night. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. You know what, I'm tempted to play Forbidden Forest just because. You can't park here.
Get ready, now I do. Oh.
I'm trying to remember if I've played this. I think I have. How you doing, Adam? Hope you're okay, buddy. I don't actually recall this one. It's basically it's Star Force, isn't it? The problem with this, why have the... I mean, if the screen is not... If you've got as little space to actually see oncoming enemies, they've gone and plonked a third of the screen with the score. Why would you do that? Gold Runner was one of these games. It looked... I keep meaning to do a video all about that. Wow! I keep meaning to do a... Yellow Cozy, you're not actually wrong. I keep meaning to do a video about Amiga games, 16-bit games that look awesome and are actually complete pish. So Mr. L, if you fancy partaking in that particular video, just give me a shout. One commendable feature of this game is the scrolling's nice, but yeah, it's generic. What the heck? Why did that just explode? Yeah, that would certainly be on the list. What's going on here? Alright, okay, I've got to... I think I've watched that actually, Christian, and it is funny. Right, come on, I'm getting bored now. Please make it game over. Please make it game over. Please make it game over. Ah, balls. Right, you know what? We've had enough of that. Yeah, that is insanity shite. Right. Or should it be insanely shite? Yeah, right. Okay, right, we've done Chubby Gristle. 12 minutes past 8, we've still got 50 odd minutes. Data Storm, that was chosen by Adam. Or, to give him his full name, Sir Lancelot. Data Storm. Never really played this. How you doing, Lou? Nice to see you, mate. Two-player F1. Yeah! Ah, right, okay. That's, you know what? It kind of looks and plays just like Hang on, this, it really, really looks and plays like Drop Zone. Oh, balls. Oh, I like that. Right, so you can't kind of pick up the... You can't pick up the little... you can bugger off. Oh, boof, I like the explosion, that is nice. I've been playing quite a bit of Defender on my cab, and I absolutely love it. I'm still crap at it. I've managed to get to the 4th level, I think. The important thing for me is I can now kind of control it. And... Oh, what happened there? Is that a baddie now? This was done by Stavros, really? Seriously, I didn't realise that. Or have I just picked up the wrong part of the comment? Ah! Oops, don't want to kill that. I never knew that, Adam. That's interesting. Right, he's a wee baddie. Kill him, the little shite. Oh, wait a minute, I've just sussed that. I think you pick up the wee guy, then you drop it. I'm going to have another shot. I like the kind of the heat exhaust part. That is quite smart. It was kind of blurred. Can I get a score? Ah, there we go. Alright, I've got it. Now, I'm going to have one more quick shot. I just want to actually see. I don't want to play a full game, I just want to see if you pick up the wee player and then you drop it into that little, that kind of beam that's, is it this thing here, possibly? Ah, it is. Yeah, this is, he has certainly borrowed, he's certainly borrowed, what do you call it, Drop Zone for this. Yeah, in and out. I mean, this is Drop Zone with a different skin. Ah, balls. Right, anyway, I wasn't going to play it again, was I? I'm just being cheeky. That's really, really nice. Ah, you know what? That is a blatant... I'm not going to say rip-off. It's a blatant copy of Drop Zone. But I do still prefer Drop Zone, I have to say. I just think it plays that bit nicer. But that is really, really nice. Right, that was Data Storm. Now, Jason did ask for Deluxe Galaga. Let's see if I've got it. Deluxe, there we have. Do you want the VGA, not VGA, do you want the AGA or the normal one? I think we'll go for the normal one, actually. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Lou. I mean, yeah, you know that. You're absolutely right. It could have Drop Zone as Defender, but the thing is, he did change the graphics. But that one is out and out. That is out and out. PAL. Right, how do we? What was it? Fire button. Laga. I've heard a lot of people wax lyrical about this game, but again, I can't really say it's one that I've really played before. Did I just clear the entire screen there? Whoa! I presume you get the little tractor beam thing as well. Oh, did I pick these coins up? I think I do, yeah. Oh, I was too busy looking at the comments here and I completely missed the UFO. I was playing Space Invaders with my girlfriend at lunchtime and she actually got to the 4th level. She got something like 4,000 points, which I was really, really impressed. Somebody that likes Space Invaders and playing the MAME cabs, a definite keeper. This is really nice. Again, I say I've never really played this before. I like the fact that the graphics are really small and really detailed. I should really try and pick up these power-ups. I'm just kind of avoiding everything. What have you missed? Who's played snooker? I didn't even know snooker was on at the moment. Yeah, I used to enjoy playing snooker. I used to enjoy watching snooker, but I don't know. I've just went off. It's just become. There's really no. There's no characters in it anymore. Oh. Ah, balls. Yeah, I know I am, Steve. I'm not doing a very, very good job of this. One of my mates actually lives in Australia. He actually knows Neil Robertson. Says he's a really, really nice guy. Right, I would actually quite like to keep playing this, but I think we need to move on. That is excellent. That is Deluxe Galaga, or Galaga, whatever you want to call it. Right, next, let's get rid of this. Right, this is Polly Moz's choice. Now you can all blame him. He tells me it is an utterly, utterly fantastic game. So I'm going to believe him. And this is Fire Blaster. Yeah, I kind of got that feeling myself, Panther. I was watching... who was I watching? I was watching... oh, what was that guy that was cheating? I actually felt sorry for him. He was... What was he called again? He got caught cheating. He was like rigging bets and he got banned. I can't remember what he was called. And they always say that he had the Rolls Royce of Q actions. Can't remember what he was. He was basically banned for the sport. Like I said, I always felt a wee bit sorry for him. Stephen Lee, yeah, I mean he's an amazing player. Absolutely amazing player. I always felt that yeah, John Higgins, fellow Scot, but you know what? I think John Higgins, he was extremely lucky because I mean he was caught in video basically saying that he would accept a bribe. How he got away with it, Stephen Lee never, is beyond me. Right, if I'd bought this, I would be looking for my money back. Dearie me, I thought you said this was worthy of playing dear God. Yeah, Stephen Lee was... he did like the occasional pie, I think, suffice to say. So I'm too busy. I'm too busy looking at the comments. Right, come on. How do you get out of this end? Right, we'll see. I'll actually try and concentrate. What were they thinking? I'm assuming this was. This must have been a budget game. Kill the headphones. Listen to the music, that is like real early. That's like early music. That would have been awful in the C64. Right, that is shite. I've only got 2 words to say about that. Shite. Shite. Right. Flashback, right, again, I'm not particularly... Can we play another world? Does anybody mind if I have a go at another world? I'll give that a go. Because Flashback's not really a game you can play in a live stream. Yeah, let's go for another world. Oops, another visitor. Right, let's have a look. We want to go for this one. Yeah, I think that would have been a blank disc. If I'd bought that back in the day, I would have just used it as a blank disc and copied something else on it. Right, hopefully we're playing the cracked version of this. Again, the first time I saw this, just blown away, so nice. Music is good as well, really atmospheric. No, somebody needs to come on. There must be somebody who has got the ability to change a sprite and make it me. It needs to be Mamemeister. Oh, really? That'd be interesting. Interesting to see Panther. You ever notice how computers and films, they always have, when the screen updates, it's always got a sound effect, and it's just, it doesn't happen in real life. They always have they always have white text and black screens, whereas, you know, they don't look like that nowadays, but I don't know why. They always have, the computer systems always look like kind of, I don't know, early systems, rather than like Windows or whatever. Yeah, it does look basic now, but it's still damned impressive. Right, who's messaging me here? Yeah, Super Pipeline 2 with me in it. That would be superb. Boom! There we go. Never tired of seeing that. Absolutely epic. Right, now, let me just get this right. So that's, I mean, that kills the things. Yeah, a black beard in the main sprite, that would be enough. And that little tortoise thing doesn't actually do anything. Yeah, it's one of these games. Evening, Joe. Yeah, you've still got half an hour yet, mate. It's one of these games you can't just kind of run straight into the action. You've got to take your time. Come on. This is the bit I always mess up in when I try and jump. Ah, bollocks. Yeah, absolutely. If Barbarian had played like this, it would have been so much better. I think you've got to kill all these, because if you don't, then when you're running back the way, you're going to get killed, aren't you? Right, let's go again. I mean, if you look at the animation and the actual graphics, they're very, very simplistic. Do you press up to jump? I can't remember. Right, anyway, that's another world. That's a lovely game. No surprise, I'm not doing exactly a very good demonstration of it getting played. Right, Fly Harder by Del Boy. Don't remember this one, never even heard of it, Del. Fly Harder. Ah, interesting. 1993. Never heard of that one. I thought it was going to be a sort of flight simulator by Starbite.
Starbite Software presents.
My goodness. I was going to say no. I was going to say 2103. That's only a few years away. No, it's still another 90 odd years away, but it's not that far in the future. Listen to that sound though, that is impressive. Oh, bloody hell. Right, okay, I just need to figure out. Right, so up. Up accelerates, or thrusts I should say. Oof. Can you use the keys by any chance? Ah, you certainly can. Right, what I want to do is try and figure out. I want to figure out the keys here. Right, so, okay, right, space. How do we... What button does fire? Right, okay. I'm not overly keen in the... I'm not overly keen in the actual keys. ZX, space. Ah! The inertia in this is a bit tough. Right, I'll give it one more go. You know what, I'm just going to stick with the joystick. Bloody hell. Yeah, I do prefer Oids was a cracking game. The inertia in this is just a bit tough. Oh, dearie me. The problem is you've got to kind of come quite low to get this thing. Pick that up or to shoot it? Does anybody know? Oids did get ported. To what? What did it get ported to? Really? Sorry, I'm too busy looking at the thing. Right, that's... Right, we'll give it... We'll just finish this game. Right, it doesn't appear you pick that thing up. Right, nice. It's just a bit tough. Ah, right, so it's not an Amiga at all then, Mark. The only thing that I didn't like about Oids on the ST was that the scrolling wasn't the nicest, but it's still an absolutely fantastic game. Right, sorry I didn't really play that very well, Dale. Right, Garrison, sticking with Dale boy. He wants to see Garrison, which was basically it was a port. Well, it was based on Gauntlet. Now I know Lacosa is a massive fan of Garrison. Not. Right, Dale, what do you want? You want the first one? We're going to go for the second one because technically it should be better. And looking at the screenshots, it looks like they've really tried to kind of copy Gauntlet. I remember seeing pictures of this in magazines. This was when I still had the C64. Thinking, right, okay, you want to see the first one, right? Well, that's what I'll do. I'll come out and we'll load up the first one. Yeah, I always thought it looked nice, but it never really... It wasn't as good as Gauntlet, you know what I mean? But then saying that, there was nothing Gauntlet never did. The second Gauntlet was nice on the Amiga. The first one never did come out, I don't think. Cheers, Craig. Yeah, I mean, you know what? It was last week was a bit of fun, but I think playing shite games too much can get a bit tedious. Yeah, I mean, this just looks like Gauntlet. How do we start? F1. We want to go for the elf. Right, how do we start? Select 1 to 5 characters. Press space when ready. Okay. Right, what do we do? F3. Yeah, the problem with this is there's really no animation when he's walking. Look at it. Well, there is a wee bit. I think this did kind of get pretty good reviews, and to be fair, it's not bad. I mean, it's not as good as Gauntlet, but you were desperate for a gauntlet fix, then this was going to be about your only option. The thing is, you can see there, there's nowhere near as many sprites on screen as you get in the original gauntlet. No, I'll just take that back then, Miller. Yikes. The scrolling needs to try and... No, it wasn't public domain. The scrolling needs to kind of speed up. I'm having to kind of slow up to wait for it to catch up. I shouldn't have to press F3 every time. Yeah, how the hell they got away with this is beyond me. I mean, they've even copied the graphics for the graphics for, what do you call it, the food and the beer or the cider, whatever it was, is exactly the same as Gauntlet. Right, we'll finish this level, then we'll move on. Come on. The version of Gauntlet, oh, you're now fighting against Broccoli. Yeah, the original version of Gauntlet in ST looked amazing, and that was a game I bought. In fact, that's... People frequently ask me, what game, was there a game you bought and you were really disappointed about? And I keep saying Street Fighter on the Amiga, which it was a pile of shite. But Gauntlet and Atari ST, it was just so slow. So slow, and it just stopped me playing it. Right, anyway, we've got 20 minutes, so that was Garrison. That was the original Garrison, yeah. Right. Take that one out. Right, Jim, you know what, we're kind of running out of time. We've got 20 minutes, so I'm just going to kind of pick the better ones. We can't not play this game. Going from one mediocre game to one of the best games on the Amiga. This is the mighty Hybris. I was actually playing this tonight on the Raspberry Pi 4. Absolutely, I heard that there's a chip shop in Glasgow selling deep fried pickled onions, which actually sounds quite nice. This is an absolute stonking game. It's just ridiculously good. What I love about it is the fact that there's really no loading at all. You know, once you're into the game, it just kind of keeps streaming the data. Absolute stonking game. Love the explosions in it as well. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, bollocks, I need to stop looking at... You know what, I was looking at the comments here. I really need to stop doing that. Yeah, it is. It is. For all intents and purposes, it's Terra Cresta. That's probably why I like Terra Cresta so much. I'd never played Terra Cresta until I think I got MAME. And yeah, because I was a massive fan of this, I love Terra Cresta. Listen to that sound. Oops. Sometimes you activate weapons without really wanting to, like that. I used to not press the fire button because I wanted to hear the sound. Because I think you do lose some of the voices. Like, so I didn't want to do that. Right, I'm doing it again. I'm too busy looking at Del Boy's comments. The music in the C64 version of Terra Cresta is really nice, Lou. You're absolutely right. So I didn't want to do that, but that's actually worked out pretty well. So I'm quite enjoying it. Are you guys happy for me just to keep playing this, or should we put it off and try something else? You tell me if you want me to put something else on. I think we've got the big baddie coming up now. Can't see it being too long, to be fair. This is my last life. Come here. Phantom Fighter. Never heard of that one, Neil. Pick it up, instantly lose it. I think the sequel to this was Battle Squadron, but oh damn it, it was a nice game, but the problem with Battle Squadron was it was just too cotton picking difficult. It was really difficult. Yeah, brilliant game, one of my favourite Amiga games. Okay, right, where are we? How are we doing? Hybris. Right, we've got 10 minutes left. Knights of the Sky, Lemmings. Let's go for Lionheart. I'm just, evening George. I'm just conscious of time. We're kind of running out of time. So we'll give Lionheart. That was a really late game. Well, it was one of the late games, and when I had the Amiga, it was one of the last games to come out. Really, really pretty looking. Was it Thalion, I think, made it? Amazing music, and the graphics are absolutely fantastic. Yeah, listen to that sound. The Amiga was really, really starting to come together by this point. I'm tempted just to listen to that, but we need to start, so let's give it a go. I don't know, did they come up with some sort of method of having more like colours on the screen? I don't know. Try to mind myself with the controls. Not ideal using a 360 controller for a game like this. Come on, how do we kill him? Ah, bollocks. I have no idea how we kill him. That's not going to kill him. Right, we'll try and go up this tree instead. I think there's definitely more mileage for a follow-up to this one. 2 hours cannot do the Amiga justice at all. Yeah, the parallax scrolling in this is probably second only to Shadow of the Beast. That was just ridiculous how many levels it had. Come on! Ah, bugger off, we'll just... How do we kill that thing down below? Because that doesn't do anything. Does that do anything? No. Ah, you just leg sweep it, right, okay. Oh, come on. Yeah, using a gamepad isn't ideal. Right, I think we've got time for one more and then we have to finish off with the usual. Right, what have we got? Lionheart. Right, we've been playing quite a few shoot 'em ups. We'll try and let's try Out to Lunch. That was one that is Catherine. Catherine, are you still in the stream? Just make yourself known if you don't mind, and then what we'll do is we'll play Out to Lunch. If we've got it. Right. Bugger. We don't actually have it. I'm saying we. I don't actually have this. I wonder if... Let's have a wee look. I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I can get it working. Out. I don't have that one, Catherine. That is unusual. I mean, there's virtually every single game that I've got, but I don't have Out to Lunch, oddly. Never actually heard of it. No, I've got Outlands, Outfall, Outrun, but don't have Out to Lunch. Sorry, Catherine, what to do? If you could maybe send it to me, or somebody could possibly let me know where to get it. We'll certainly, we'll probably do this again in a couple of weeks' time. We'll certainly, I'll certainly have a look for it. Nah, sorry, Catherine. That's a shame. Don't have Out to Lunch. Oh, wait a minute. Let me just have one last little look. There's one more place it could possibly be. Let me have a wee look. Pierre Le Chef. Let's give that a go. Hey! Right, we've got it. Hopefully, Catherine, you're still there. Right, we've got it. It's called Pierre Le Chef. Out to Lunch. Right, okay. Out to Lunch is loading. I think I've heard of this, but I don't remember ever loading it or even seeing the game. Right, I assume one player F1, is it? Right, okay, so what is the idea of the game? Have you got to try and collect the lunch, or? The graphics are lovely, I must admit. To pick that up or to avoid it? I'm going to assume you have to avoid it. I'm sure in fact, I think the only time I've actually seen this was when Lucosa was waxing lyrical about what a wonderful game it was. Graphics are really, really nice, I have to say. Right, collect the food in your net. Right, where's the net about? I don't appear to have a net. Have I got to pick that up? And I'm assuming I'm going to pick up the tomato. Is that trying to run away from me? Right, how do we get the net? Ah, there's the net down there. Right, can I fall down there without dying? Right, there, we're in business now. Where's the net going? Come here, cheese. It is actually, I've got to say, the graphics are really, really nice. Get up there. Oh, bloody hell, come here, the cheese has escaped. But you'd never think you'd ever watch a video or a live stream where somebody says the cheese has escaped, and it actually makes sense. So they actively try and evade it. Come on. dear. Ah, time's run out. I need to go and get the thing again. Come here. You get. Right. Now we are. Ah, bloody hell. Put it in the cage. Ah, right. Okay. Fantastic. I assume I've got to stun this wee guy first. Come here. Yay. You know what, Catherine, I think I've heard of it. Never actually played it before. It is actually pretty good fun. Kind of reminds me a wee bit like Gribbly's Day Out. Right, why can't I get the cheese? Is it because I've picked up that other thing? Certainly have. Now here's the thing, I know I don't like, well, I know Mr. L hates cute games. I wouldn't say I'm in that camp. I do hate rain violence, however, but that's more to do with the game mechanic than the cute graphics. Oh, it's going to be game over. No, you idiot. You fool, Kato. Fantastic, that's actually a really nice game. Right, listen, it's 9 o'clock, so we need to finish off with the usual. Let's see if there's any of my tea left. So what I'll do is I'll just take that off the list. That was a nice little game to finish with. You're very welcome, Catherine. That was an excellent one. Out to lunch, delete. Right, we've still got plenty of games for... what did I delete there? I've just deleted one of Dale Boys, sorry, I've deleted the wrong one. Right, out to lunch, you can disappear. Yeah, what we'll need to do is we'll have another Amiga one probably in a couple of weeks' time. Yeah, I'm going to make myself a wee bit bigger. There we go. There we go. You can sit there. Where are we going here? Right. We're looking for... No, it's alright, Dale. You're back in it again. I've unedited it, or undeleted it, I should say. Right, I think we're just going to go for one game since it's getting late. Play a game. And, whoops, what happened there? What on earth is going on? High score. Right, let's go. Let's see if we can get to level 5 again, I think it is. I can't remember. Oops, great start as always. Don't worry, I'll play another game. But I'll just die actually. Right, okay, let's get going again. I think we're going to try and do probably I think a 4-hour live stream on a Sunday would be plenty. I think we're going to try and maybe do it in the next, come on, 2-3 weeks. Give that a go. Yeah, I'll give you a shout, Chris, next week, and we'll have a talk about it and decide. You know what? I'm too busy looking at comments. I'm too busy talking, and I'm doing absolutely terrible. Right, okay. Oh, that was almost a failure. Ah, idiot. I wonder how I would actually do if I just played this game for a whole 2 hours. Interesting. Not that it's going to happen, however. Now, I fell through that platform. That was unfair. Right. How I managed to get to this level after losing all these lives is beyond me. Yeah, Dale, sorry to hear about your mum, mate. I hope she's okay, buddy. We're all thinking of you, mate. Ah, balls. Right, anyway, guys, listen, that's 10 past 9. I've got school in the morning, so we're going to end this now. I'll just enlarge myself a wee bit. Orink, there we go. Listen, thank you very, very much for joining me. As always, Sunday nights would not be Sunday nights without you guys. I've been Mamemeister. You've been absolutely fantastic. Have a nice weekend, guys. Until next time, thanks for watching.